Congratulations on those certifications. That's really cool. So yeah, that's one thing that so full disclosure, I'm not licensed in any way for personal fitness. Jose Luis, though, he does have his license, so that's something that we definitely want to talk about your guys' experiences as coaches. So let me ask you this. So for everybody here, everybody needs a motivation to get started in fitness, right? So let me tell you a little bit about myself. So the way I got started is that I had moved to San Antonio, and I was around a group of people that they were great and a lot of fun to be with, but the only thing that we would do for fun was go eat out. So, we would work a long week, and we would get to the weekend, and we were like, "Oh, what are we gonna do today?" It's like, "Oh, well, let's try this new restaurant. Oh, let's try this." And like everything is good in moderation, right? But I'll tell you what was the wake up call for me. The wake up call was when I saw my nephews, in this case, Jose Luis's sons, and they were competing at the time for Taekwondo, and I saw that they were restricting their diet, that they were eating healthy. And I don't want to say restricting diet in a bad way. I'm saying, like, being able to make better choices for themselves and still be satisfied, not like starving themselves per se. That way they can prepare for competition. And I thought to myself, hey, if a 13-year-old can do it, what's my excuse? So that was like my big wake up call. What about you guys? What inspired you guys to start your fitness journey?
I'll go ahead and start first. So I started when I was 13, and basically it was my insecurities. I started working out because I didn't feel confident about myself. So my uncle actually introduced me to weightlifting, and that's basically when I started getting into fitness. And my certification came because I asked how much it was to get a personal trainer, and it was equivalent to what it was going to be to get certified. So I said, you know what, let me just get certified.
All right, Marilyn.
So I'll start. Also, I basically didn't start until I was about 24, 26. I was overweight, about 209 pounds. And like you said, our fun thing is always to go and eat somewhere, try something new because the food looks so delicious, right? And having to restrict yourself in a restaurant while you're next to people is very difficult. I understand that now. But my whole wake up call, I would say, were my two girls. Um, I wanted to be able to play with them. I wanted to be able to go and get on the slide with them. And I knew if I was overweight, like there's no way I was gonna fit in a slide their size, right? So I basically started my journey after my second kid. Um, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna put my all into this. I'm gonna lose the weight. I'm gonna be there for them because they're gonna need a role model. And honestly, it was just me who they had. Their father, unfortunately, was a diabetic, and he turned 21. So I said, this is not the future that need to have, where only myself, overweight and prone to having diabetes as well, him not controlled. I felt that what were these kids going to do if we were gone? So it motivated me. It woke me up and said, you know what? I need to do something for them. And ever since then, I would say like it's always been my children who's motivated me for anything and everything. And getting my license to be a personal trainer, just like Jose Luis said, it is very convenient. And I would say what made me want to do it was wanting to have that motivation that I have, give it to other people. Let them understand what I had to go through to get over here because it was nothing easy. I mean, I know Jose Luis, you could say it's not, or you as well, Alfonso. It's not easy having to lose weight.
No.
Yeah, and that's a reason that keeps up coming up. And I don't know because I don't have kids right now, right? But I am closer to my 30s, so I guess like everybody's in that stage of life where they're, becoming parents. And one of the things that I keep hearing over and over again is, well, the reason I started fitness is because I wanted to play with my kids. I wanted to be able to carry them, and that's something that all of a sudden it's a lot more about because a lot of people think, oh, you go to the gym to look good. Yes, that's definitely a benefit from it, but I think you bring up a very important point that like when you think about it in the bigger scale of things, if you have children, you're being able to provide them with a better future because you'll be able to spend quality time with them, because they're little like batteries that are just full of energy, and if you can't keep up, then they're going to be running circles around you. And most of the time they're going to you could tell them as much as you want, well, why don't you go play outside? Well, guess what, they never saw you play outside, so why are they going to do it too?
Exactly, exactly. And if anything, the environment that you give to them seeing you wanting to be there for them, wanting to do something, actually helps them in school. You may think that, oh, my presence doesn't need, they don't need me. It does. It makes a very big difference because I've noticed my kids when I get too busy with doing work, or I kind of step a little bit back from them and let them do their own thing. I can see the grades start going down. I can see that, they're not as happy as I would usually see them. So when I started, you know, being more involved, showing them healthy eating habits, even, as young, I showed them how to choose different foods. And I tell them it's okay to eat your McDonald's here and there and your pizzas and stuff, but there's times where you can choose to eat a vegetable with, a meat here or something, or fruit instead of chips. And, I want them to make it more as a habit, not something where they think I'm forced to eat a fruit or I'm forced to eat a vegetable. No, like they would love to want to eat a vegetable and fruit. And they, like you said earlier, they feel fulfilled anyways because they still ate that and they feel good about themselves now even better. So it does make a difference when you just said, go outside and go play. No, when you go outside and go play, you'll see the performance that they will give you back. The love that you give them, they're going to be different for you.
Yeah, you can't give something you don't have, so that's very important.
Yes.
Yeah, and I really like how you bring up too about how, yes, it's okay to have the cheeseburger. It's okay to have the sweets, every once in a while as a reward, but it can't consist mostly of it, it's a lot more fulfilling when you're able to, work for it. And a lot of people think of like fitness like as something restrictive, hey, I'm free to go eat whatever I want, but when I realized that, hey, if I make these better choices, I realize that I want that unhealthy thing less.
Yes, like I just said, it ends up becoming something, a habit that you want to do. You find the taste of healthy food more tasteful than eating a burger. Like I do like eating now. I would never picture myself not eating pizza. Pizza is my favorite thing to eat. And now I don't know how many months have gone, maybe 2, 3 months, and I have not touched the pizza. And I'm actually like, I feel better inside. I don't get that where, oh my God, I overate and food coma type of thing. And no, like I actually ate and I feel good and I'm ready like to conquer the next, challenge that I have coming, whatever it is throughout the day. It makes you feel better inside. And if you, like I said, if you feel better inside, your performance will be better in your overall day.
That's absolutely right. So let me ask you guys something. So since you both of you have experience in coaching, you find a client for the first, so you find a potential client and when you're looking for them, right? How do you help them find their why? How do you help them find that motivation that they're looking for? Because a lot of times, if a doctor tells you you need to get healthy, that's not a good motivator, right?
No.